Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you're having a wonderful, whatever hell the day this is. Jack, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. How about yourself?
I can't complain too much.
Good.
I've actually been sleeping the last couple of days, which is nice.
Awesome.
8 hours the night before, and then last night 7. Now, last night was a little broken, but I don't mind. 7 hours of sleep. I'm not going to complain.
No, that's pretty solid.
Much better than I normally get, man.
Yeah.
It's getting cold at night here again. Last night was really nice. I didn't have to close my window at all. And today I had to turn my heater back on. Fucking Michigan. Oh, for the record, YouTube, I'm past my opening, so I can say the F word by your own rules. So kiss my ass.
When you're living in the devil's mitten, that's what happens.
It just gets so cold at night, man. I've heard that about the desert too. You know, it's really hot in the daytime and then like cold at night.
Yeah.
Like the earth needs to make up its fucking mind.
Yeah, the desert sucks. We should just terraform all that crap away.
I kind of want to live in the desert though. I can deal with heat all through the day. And then, you know, turn on a heater at night for a little bit. Maybe a nice fire, Jack.
Yeah.
Then you can make love down by the fire like Chef always told us to.
I suppose, but you know how well that's going to work out. There'll be hot cinders popping onto your butthole.
Oh, a hot cinder on your butthole. That sounds horrible.
Yeah. I know, right?
It'll cauterize your butthole shut.
That's what my worry would be.
Don't make love down by the fire, ladies and gentlemen. It's dangerous. And we're here to educate you about these things.
Do some social distancing from the fire. That's the best advice we can give.
You know, Jack, I'm glad you brought up social distancing.
Oh.
Because I saw the story you just tweeted out a little bit ago.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
An hour ago or so. And how about we start with that?
Okay.
Newsom to order all California beaches closed after seeing SoCal crowds. Governor Gavin Newsom out there in California, he saw pictures of people being on the beach and enjoying themselves and decided he's going to ruin their fun.
Yeah, Newsom doesn't like fun. He's opposed morally.
Concerned after seeing thousands of people on Orange County beaches this weekend, Governor Gavin Newsom is ordering the closure of all beaches in California as well as all state parks. Our sister station KABC has learned. The order will be effective May 1st. So if you're in California and you want to go to the beach, today's your day.
Yeah, get on it. You're not going to get to otherwise.
And still social distance. Look, there's enough space on most beaches that people are not right next to strangers anyway. I don't know what kind of beaches you've been to, Jack, but I've been to some pretty crowded beaches. And even then, I mean, there's a good distance between each other because nobody wants to be right next to each other. And in the water, you know, nobody's like, hi, stranger.
Yeah, nobody runs up and like starts trying to hug you in the water. If they do, they're probably wearing a helmet.
And it's weird. Well, here's the thing. With Corona, too, I don't know. How warm has it been out there in California? What's the California weather like?
It's probably really nice.
The California weather.
Dangerous brings up a really good point. How many of these governors were hall monitors?
Probably all.
Yeah, I wouldn't have suspected that, but that's a really good correlation there we should look into. I'll need $1 million, U.S. government.
At least.
Yeah.
See, Los Angeles is looking like it's going to get up to 79 degrees. That's not too bad. 83% humidity. And you know what, Jack? You know what? That's almost getting to the perfect place to kill coronavirus almost instantly.
Yeah, then that would bring this to an end, and they can't have that. They'll lose their power.
According to some of the research that's been done, it's 80% humidity, and I want to say it's 90 degrees. And that it just dies almost instantly because it It doesn't like the heat and humidity. It's like an old Jew. Okay, old Jews like both. That's why they moved to Florida. That's a joke, though, guys. Look, if Bloomberg can start his stuff with my message to the Jews, that still kills me, man. That still fucking kills me. What kind of moron does that?
Somebody that's trying really hard not to get reelected.
It's nice in Colorado. I'm grilling out tomorrow. Nice. Good. Ever heard of
Pat?
Oh, good morning, Pat. Ever heard of Axel the Sot? You would love his music. Not familiar. Not familiar at all. People avoid contact most days with most people, even without COVID, or is it just me? No, that's how it is.
Yeah.
That's why. You ever been in line at a store, Jack, and somebody's just too close?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how far back you're supposed to be.
There are people with weird boundary issues, and my personal pet peeve is close talkers.
Mm-hmm.
You get real up close to me, get ready for a lick on the face, because I will mess you up. I will do something absolutely repulsive to make you step away.
There was this chick way, way, way back, God, 26, 7 years ago, whenever I was 18, Jack. I worked at McDonald's. I was a manager there. I was a shift manager, not the store manager. I don't want to be bragging. I don't want the stolen honor of a McDonald's manager, which, by the way, can pay good money depending on which company you're working for. I don't, those people, you probably work at McDonald's. I never say that as an insult. I might occasionally make a joke that somebody should be, a fry cook. But other than that, I consider that kind of work to be pretty noble. You're out there working. Do your job.
Job's a job, and you should have pride in your work.
Yeah. But there was this chick who worked there who had horrible acne. Horrible acne. She also had horrible breath. And she was one of those face talkers.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's like, bitch, you need to back up. I didn't say bitch when I said that. I'm like, you need to back up some. And she did. It was nice of her. But with everyone else, she still did it. And they're like, why does she not do that to you? Like, because I told her to stop.
Yeah. I have a wide personal space bubble. And I don't like people coming up to me and getting right up in my grill. That's not okay. It's rude and it's gross more often than not. I don't want to smell your breath. I don't want to smell your hair. I'm not a Biden. So, it's weird. I never understood that.
Good morning, Stargazer Nuts. How you doing, sweetheart? Hope you slept well. Hope you slept. Yeah, don't face talk. That's horrible. But what the point we were on before we got off on that little tangent, most people understand that. Yeah, Jack, my personal boundaries is my arms stretched out in front of me and then keeping them straight, moving them to the sides. This is all my personal space. The only people allowed in there are my family. And then even sometimes it's like, nah, not you.
Yeah, I have a slightly larger space bubble, but I just don't like people that much.
I don't want people in my bubble. And like I said, it's just where my arms go. If I can reach out my hand and touch you, you are too goddamn close to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I should be able to put my leg out without ever touching you. And then maybe we're okay, because maybe you won't attack me and you won't know that I just farted.
Indeed. God damn it. Then you can blame it on the dog.
Well, yeah, obviously. Or barking spider.
Well, even in the picture, this doesn't have the picture that was on the tweet. Let's see. All right, let's just look at the tweet. I'm gonna show your tweet off, Jack. There we go. Do producer time. All right, we can't get it that big. I wonder, are they gonna let me? Oh yeah, it's actually making the picture bigger. Okay, now look at it. Look how crowded that beach is. Look how crowded it is. Except this is from a decent angle and distance that it can make it look like these people are a lot closer than they are. Look at how much sand is between these people. Yeah, that's how you can tell.
If they're using like a different lenses can make that look like you're closer together. If they're using like a fisheye lens or something, it can manipulate the way the picture looks, and you can manipulate that in Photoshop too. But since it's a crowd shot from a distance, you really don't know how much space there is between these people. Somebody could probably figure it out, be super nerd, but come on, they're not that close to each other. Have you been to the beach on a busy day?
And if you're like these people right here, they are rather close to each other. You can see that.
Yeah.
But they're probably a family.
Yeah.
They probably came together.
It looks like they're clustered together in like family units or groups that like traveled together.
What kind of weirdo sits right next to somebody at a beach? It's fucking wrong.
Right? Like, who wants to sit more than 6 feet near somebody that they don't know? I mean, even if it's a pretty chick, I don't want to see her picking her butt all day.
No. And that's how you get the charges. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a good time to remind you, speaking of charges, that we're brought to you by you. How's that for a segue, Jack?
That's not bad.
Yeah, thanks. Hit the like button, hit the share button if you would, and please, if you can, toss some I don't want to say shekels because I'm about to talk about Jews. Toss some money at us. Did you see? Sorry. Jesus Christ, Frank, are you trying to get shut down today?
Like, share, and subscribe while you can.
Well, in fairness, I went to the hateful news or the hateful conduct stuff, and I looked at it. There's actually 3 different things you can choose from in there. You're allowed to make jokes about marginalized groups. That's in there. So we're allowed to make a few jokes here and there.
Well, we're not targeting a specific person. It's just good-natured fun.
Rich says, Mug gonna go to bed soon after a quick shower. The portrait took a lot out of me. I'll watch the stream later, but can I get a shield to my Twitter? I'm going to throw my account for commissions. I will throw it in just a second, bud. Yeah, thank you. He did a nice picture for me. Where does that? There you go, and you can follow his Twitter right there. And apparently, like us, he works on commission. Is this technically commission?
This is more like charity begging.
Yeah, this is charity.
We're like strippers, but with no clothes off.
Yeah, Monkey, have you ever seen a marathon race? It looks like big packs of runners, but most groups are at best 3 feet apart. Yeah, it depends on how you take pictures. It's really, pictures can deceive you very easily. There's a lot of really cool websites out there that do that. Like, which one of these is bigger? And they're the same size. It's just the way that it was shown. Yeah,
it's the way your brain interprets it, the angles. There's a lot of things that could go into it. I mean, a really good analogy is horse tracks. If you're watching ponies race, they look like they're right up on each other, but they're really not.
X Bubba Hotep, thank you. You are the guy on the corner with the tip hat. Jack's the guy on the corner. I'm the monkey dancing.
Somebody's gonna make a picture of Galactus playing an accordion while you dance.
Where was? I finally saw why Bloomberg was so pissed off at the Jews. Which, by the way, Bloomberg, relax, man, relax. They're an oppressed people. Don't be fucking with them like that. There was a rabbi who died, and 2,500 people showed up for his funeral. And that's the cops' estimation, which means probably it was about 300.
Yeah, it was a sizable crowd. I saw the pictures.
And they were pretty close together in a lot of the shots, and there were several who weren't wearing masks. Did I say Bloomberg? I meant de Blasio. My bad. Mayor Bill de Blasio.
I don't know if there's that much of a
one of these fuckheads from New York. How about that? Thank you for correcting me there, Grant. Yeah, I was saying Bloomberg. De Blasio.
But to be fair, again, that could be the way that they framed the shot. And a lot of people in that crowd were wearing masks.
Yeah. I think somebody sent that to MSS News. Let me see. I think that's where I saw it, because there are pictures. These guys they're pretty freaking close.
Yeah, but again, they kind of have a right to do that.
Sure.
We don't have to like it, and I think it's a terrible idea. But how long are you supposed to stop funerals from happening?
Well, here's the thing.
You could just throw them all in a big trench like they used to do in the plague times?
Well, yeah, that's what some people want. Let's see. Now, in this picture, again, there's a lot of people. Look how it looks so congregated. But where you can actually see the people, it's families together.
Yeah.
But this one, those people are pretty close together.
Yeah, they're probably those close talkers, though. But you can see that it looks like they're in little clusters, which are probably family units. Because I see kids in that audience.
Yeah.
And see, there's a lot of people in this picture with masks.
What I like is this guy right here. His nose is out of it. And so is this guy. Both of these guys.
I've been seeing that a lot lately.
And then this guy, he's just like, fuck it. And so, yeah, like, I'm not wearing a mask, damn it. Jesus will protect me. Oh, wait, that's wrong religion. I don't care if they want to go congregate and say goodbye to a beloved rabbi.
Chris said his dad died on March 8th. They're waiting to bury him in Sarasota. Sorry, man, that sucks.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, that is horrible. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, that's tough at the best of times. This is not an optimal time for that.
And I'm going to make Jew jokes. Damn it. It's Jews in New York. They're all related somehow. Well, there is a lot of that, but that's not what de Blasio's problem was. He's like, there's too many of you talking to each other, damn Jews. Come on, man. You couldn't say that to just everybody. De Blasio, you little.
Like a little common sense, man. That tweet came off so anti-Semitic.
And he still hasn't taken it down.
No, because he's going to double down because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Somebody asked in the chat, where was that at, about them finding a bunch of bodies? Yeah. They found a couple of truckloads, U-Haul trucks of bodies outside of a funeral home. They'd been there a while, Jack. The neighbors started complaining of stink, and the cops showed up, and they also found bodies just laying on the floor.
Yeah, I saw the article. It's pretty nasty.
I mean, we have a lot of people dying real close together.
Yeah, and they're going to have to figure out a way to process bodies faster. That's all there is to it. You bury them. They might have to mandate cremation or something like that. But you can't put off funerals. You have to bury the dead, just for health reasons, if nothing else.
Yeah, you want to start a plague? This is how you start a plague. Absolutely.
And we've learned this time and time again the hard way. Corpses aren't healthy to be around.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost like rotting flesh is a bad thing. You only have a few days before you have to bury him or do something else like cremation. So.
Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, it might have to be that somebody goes out there and has to film a funeral, and you have one person from the family representing everybody, and then they watch it on live stream or something. But that's what might have to be done. You can't put people in this kind of limbo, especially if they're grieving. They're building so much resentment with average people. I don't know how they're not grasping this.
Yeah, well, the problem that they had at this place, because there's a better way they could have done it. Refrigerated trucks. These were just regular U-Hauls.
Yeah, but then you're trying to save some money here.
I know. When you're disrespecting the dead, you got to watch those pennies. What the hell did I just wander into? Jack says he's the plague. What?
No, we're talking about dead bodies starting a plague.
Yeah. You got to do something, and the smart thing to do. Look, I understand it takes time. But yeah, at least refrigerate them for fuck's sake. Anyhow, why is grandma so cold? I don't want that. So many jokes. I can't do it. I got to be nice. Trying to be kind. How long does it take to thaw out grandma?
I don't know. Ask Ted Williams or Walt Disney.
I actually heard one time how long it takes to thaw out a human body, and I can't remember what it is, but that calculation exists.
That's disturbing.
Well, no, I mean, medical science, they got to do it from time to time.
Yeah, I'm sure some body farm had to figure that one out. But yeah, it's...
I want to go to a body farm.
No, you don't.
I do. I want to have my nose covered.
Yeah, put some Vicks Vapor Rub under your nose.
Oh, no, I want it sewn shut for that trip.
Oh, yeah, good luck with that one.
I actually want like a breathing mask or something because I understand what it's going to smell like. And then you got to scrub for like 8 days to get that scent off of you. But I think it's interesting science that they're doing out there. 90 hours, says Zombie Teddy. Wow, that's a lot. Anyhow, that's enough dead body talk. What do we have? Elon Musk. This was another article from you, Jack. Was a little pissy today or yesterday, whenever that article came out.
He had a right to be.
Well, he was right in what he said. Let me bring up the article here. Sorry, my throat is so dry tonight. The funny part is the title of this. Elon Musk says orders to stay home are fascist in expletive-laced rant during Tesla earning call. And then the part that they share, it's not like he's swearing all that much. The press is... Have you noticed that the press has started to go after Elon Musk pretty hard?
Yeah, they don't like him. He's like Iron Man. He's too awesome.
They're complete dicks to this guy. I noticed that they didn't advertise him getting off on that whole calling that scientist a pedophile thing.
Yeah.
Which he did. They were happy to report that he was being sued for slander, but the fact that he got off for it, they don't tell anybody.
That, sir, is a hate fact.
But anyway, this is what Musk said. This is the time to think about the future and also to ask, is it right to infringe upon people's rights as what is happening right now? Sorry, guys. When I'm reading Elon Musk, you have to realize, have you seen him talk, Jack?
Yeah, it's kind of...
He talks like I read. Well, read out loud.
Yeah, it's different. It's an alternative way of speaking that I personally don't go for.
It's
but
almost Trumpian. But anyway, he goes on to say, so the expansion of the shelter in place, or as we call it, forcibly imprisoning people in their homes against all their constitutional rights, is my opinion, and breaking people's freedoms in ways that are horrible and wrong, and not why people came to America or built this country. Excuse me. It's outrage. It's an outrage. It will cause loss, great harm, but not just to Tesla, but any company. While people will weather the storm, there are many people or many small companies that will not. He continued, sounding more and more incensed, at one point asking, what the fuck? Later, he continued in the same vein. I think the people are going to be very angry about this and very angry. It's like somebody should be, if somebody wants to stay in the house, that's great. They should be allowed to stay in the house and they should not be compelled to leave. But to say that they can't leave their house and they will be arrested if they do so, this is fascist. This is not democratic. This is not freedom. Give people back their goddamn freedom.
Preach it.
I'm having trouble disagreeing with the man here, Jack.
Oh, it gets worse every day, too. Did you see that clip out of Wisconsin of the...
Yes.
Oh, man, that pissed me off.
Where the fuck is that? Well, I saw that earlier. Oh, I know how to find it.
I tweeted it out a little bit ago.
Oh, did you? Oh, sweet. That makes it much easier. Because I didn't comment on it when I saw it.
Yeah, I threw up one of my favorite Tyranny changes costumes. I've been using that one a lot lately.
That's fine. We're going to show this video, guys. It's what, like 2 minutes long? But don't worry, because I'll be talking throughout it. Where the hell is it, Jack?
It should be on my timeline. Should be one of the last things that's
wait.
out.
On Jack or on Bad Comic Reviews?
On Jack. I don't do anything like that on Bad Comic Reviews.
Oh, down here. There you go. Yeah, you tweeted something above it, or as part of the tweet. This is absolutely retarded. All right, let's pause this. First thing I want to say one more time, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to film something, especially if you plan to share it, turn your goddamn camera sideways.
Yeah. Portrait mode, not landscape mode, not portrait. Portrait is for pictures.
All right.
Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Oh, can we hear this?
With the sheriff's department.
Hello.
So, are you aware that we're in a stay-at-home order?
I can't do anything about that. I don't think. Hang on. Does turning up my computer help with that? Let's see.
Right now?
Is that any better?
Yeah, obviously.
By the government?
Yeah.
Yes,
of
I am
Wisconsin?
aware.
Okay, you're aware of that?
I am
So
aware.
I don't need to explain that to you?
No, you don't need to.
This guy's a dick.
Oh, he's a total condescending prick.
Do you understand this? Do you understand? I'm gonna go back a little bit. Let's go to when he first starts talking, because I just interrupted there, and it's important to listen to how this shitbag talks.
Have you ever heard with the sheriff's department? So, are you aware that we're in a stay-at-home order right now?
Yeah,
By the
obviously.
government?
Yes,
of
I am
Wisconsin?
aware.
Okay, you're aware of that?
I am
So
aware.
I don't need to explain that to you?
No, you don't need to explain
Okay,
that to
I
me.
can if you need me to.
What a cocksucker!
Yeah. Now, I would understand it if she had given him crap and he's like, all right, I'm tired of like the third time explaining this to you. Fine, then you could be an asshole. But this is she just opened the door. We saw that.
Yeah.
There's no need to be such a like cowboy dickhead about this.
And Ramen Lewis asked what state it's in. This is Wisconsin. All right.
Go. You can because your officer was just here 2 weeks ago,
Okay, do you need me to
and
explain
he
it to you or
explained
no?
it to me that you guys weren't enforcing that order.
Oh, we're about to.
Okay.
But you understand it, though?
Okay, so why are you here?
Because your daughter is going to play at other people's home, and you're allowing it to happen.
That's why the cops are there. Her daughter is playing at other people's houses. Virgil, thank you so much. This is absolutely infuriating. Oh, it's
They were over here as well. So,
Okay.
are you here?
They've been talked to
Okay.
about it. So
No, I
now I'm talking to
understand.
you,
Okay,
and so either you can acknowledge it or you can argue.
I'm
it.
acknowledging it.
Okay, stop having your kid go by other people's home.
Okay, I acknowledge it. Anything else?
Nope, that was it. Apparently, there was some other.
nope, that was it, but he keeps going.
Yep.
This guy is a douche nugget.
I acknowledged it.
Before
I acknowledged
Okay,
it.
good. Thank
Anything
you.
else?
Yeah, I need your last name. Amy, what's your last name?
I'm not. Is there a reason you're asking for
I'm
it?
adding you to the screen so we can document that we had contact with you.
Is there a reason for it?
Yep, because you're
That's what
violating a
I'm
state order,
talking
which is
about.
a.
If you let me finish, that's what I'm explaining to you. Because you're violating an order,
I
We're
haven't
gonna-
violated an order.
we're going to have documentation in our screen with your name because we're here talking to you about that.
What-
You said you just
It's the female version of him.
Yeah. See, what they're trying to imply is that she's violating an order, and usually an order is something a judge issues.
Yeah.
The judge didn't issue this, neither did the legislature. So this is done by fiat, which is most likely unconstitutional. So she's never been
Definitely unconstitutional.
convicted. Well, I mean, I don't trust these judges anymore either. But she's never been convicted and given a house arrest order. So this is bullshit. None of this should be happening. Yeah, she did something dumb. You can shame her for it, but
Massive says Karen wants to see your papers.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem is these people, I could see both of these cops arresting her for not providing her name.
Yeah.
And in some states you could do that, because you have to give
Well,
your information in certain states.
Here's the thing, though. They know her name is Amy. They know where she lives. They should be able to find her fucking name.
Oh, they already have her name.
They're
If
just
at
being.
her
Oh,
house,
well, they're gonna. Well, hang on, just a moment.
Just acknowledged.
Okay.
So then there's documentation.
I would like to
of
see
who
the
they
law
spoke
that
to.
requires me to give you that information.
Hang on, I want to do that part again.
I would like to
Documentation of
see
who
the
they
law
spoke
that
to.
requires me to give you that information.
Look at that cop's face.
Thank you.
Because I haven't.
What's your middle initial?
I don't believe that I'm required to give that to you. Are
They
we
were
done
memos.
here?
No, we're not. Your
Okay.
middle initial and your last name.
I'm not giving it to you.
Watch this guy.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Perfect. We got it.
Did you hear that? I already got it.
yeah, he ran her license plate because
Yep.
a second ago he looked over at the plate and just ran that.
That's all he had to do.
There's a lot of good cops out there, but
Yep.
there's a lot of shitty ones too, and these guys make all of them look bad.
Got it.
Okay.
And that'll be documented too that you're uncooperative.
Okay.
That'll be documented too that you were uncooperative.
Yes, wrong thinker. How dare you?
This I'm with you. It was Virgil who said that. This is fucking infuriating. Because you're right, Jack. There's a lot of good cops out there. You know what this cop should have done? Come to the house and look, I have to talk to you. This is fucking stupid. I apologize. Have a great day. Done.
Yeah, say something like, "Hey, we just want you to be aware of the state order. If could you please not have your kid going door to door? That's all we needed. Thanks. Have a good one. Move along." But lately, we've been seeing more and more of this shit, and it's bad training. They've got overly aggressive people, and it's adding up to a bad result in the long run. If they keep doing shit like this, it's not a smart idea to do.
Now, this is one of the responses to this tweet, because the original tweet that I saw this on says, caught on camera, a pair of Wisconsin police officers on a crazed power trip show up at a woman's house because she, quote, violated a state order by allowing her daughter to play at her neighbor's house. And this bitch, this little Karen here. No, I'm from Wisconsin, and not only were these officers acting within the letter of the law, but this citizens in quotes, this citizen was uncooperative. She was letting her daughter go to different neighbors' houses in clear violation of the safe at home, #SafeAtHome initiative. Shame on her.
Calling it initiative sounds like some kind of like MK Ultra mind control shit.
Oh my God. And then she goes on to say, I was raised to respect the law and officers of the law. Call me all the names you want. The fact that she videotaped it and was intentionally belligerent is proof that she wanted her 15 seconds of fame.
No, you should videotape every encounter you can. Anytime you get stopped by the cops.
In my book,
do it.
In my book, she should be shamed for treating officers that way. #BackTheBlue.
No, fuck them on this one. There are times when they make a mistake or something like that. This was purposely being assholes.
Mm-hmm. Look at how he started that first 15 seconds of this interaction. He's just being a fucking condescending prick the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time. You understand this? You get this? So you understand? I don't have to explain it to you. I can explain it to you if you want me to. Do you need me to? Because do you understand? Like, motherfucker. Fuck that guy. If somebody came to me and I was actually in the wrong and started like that, I would be belligerent as fuck.
Yeah. Well,
and if I was in the right, oh dear God.
I think they were looking for a reason to arrest her because that's why they came out so aggressive. And if she had done anything differently or not recorded it, they probably would have arrested her.
Oh yeah. It's fucking retarded, man. And look, there is a chance when these things go before the court, there's another lawsuit right now, people suing against this bullshit. And they will eventually run into a judge and possibly even the Supreme Court who goes, look, the greater public good. But that would be a travesty.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be there's so many minor miscarriages of justice going on right now that it's sickening, and it makes me worry for the future of our republic,
Yeah,
because it's little stuff like this that adds up. They get away with it once, then they go a little further and a little further. They slowly chip away at it. If you don't stop it at the beginning, you're going to have a constant erosion of your rights.
And once again, ask us, and most people will be like, yeah, I'm cool to stay home.
Yeah.
Stop pretending you have the power to tell me I have to. Because you know what's going to happen from this, Jack? I'm not kidding about this. Somebody's going to end up shot over this shit.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it'll be some rando civilian.
Somebody's going to end up getting killed in their own home because of something like their daughter going to somebody else's house. Did little Susie go to little Tommy's birthday?
Yeah, you fucking monsters. And somebody argues with the cops, and the next thing you know, they're getting shot. Real quick on the Streamlabs. Thank you, X-Boba Hotep. The moment you make me agree with a sovereign citizen for right of travel, we have a problem. Exactly.
Real quick, Mr. Dax in chat says, start using your Second Amendment rights. No. She should not have come to the door with a gun. She'd be dead right now.
Oh, she would absolutely be dead.
Come to the door with your phone.
Yeah, you can record them all you want, as long as you're not like an outsider getting in the way. You can't get in the way of what they're doing, but you can record them. And I would absolutely recommend it these days. But yeah, you don't really want to escalate the situation.
B Junkie says she'd be dead. Chances are, yeah. If she came to that door, even if she never raised it, if she came to that door with a gun, yeah, they draw on her. Here's the thing that we need to talk about with these police things. Real quick, Virgil, thank you. I will stay at home. I will not be forced to stay home. America, baby. America. B Junkie says, doubt it. You can doubt it all you like. But if the cops come to your house, sir, I recommend not answering the door with a gun out. Especially if your answer is, hey, use your Second Amendment right. What, brandish a firearm at the police? Tell them what, go fuck yourself. I will do what I want to. I've done it. Okay. Well, I'm happy for you that you didn't get shot. There was that lady who just had a fucking wellness check and cops shot her through the window. So
yeah, that one dude that was asleep, they're saying it's a red flag case.
Mm-hmm.
They went to take his guns or whatever, and he was asleep, and they shot him.
Yep. Break out your phones, not your firearms. And here's another great part of that. When you're arrested for wrongfully arrested, sue the fuck out of them.
Yeah, and the video going viral is more useful to the cause of getting this to stop than you getting shot or arrested.
Yep.
That's not going to do anything except virtue signal, and it'll make you look like they can frame it then that you were guilty, that you had it coming. But if you film what they're doing, you're polite, you're courteous, and you handle yourself very professionally, and you record it, and everybody can see what they're doing, you'll change a lot more minds that way, and you'll have people that will back you up.
Mr. Dax says, then what is the bloody Second Amendment useful for? For standing up to actual tyranny. When the cop comes to your door to be an asshole like this, your reaction shouldn't be to pull out a gun and tell them to get the fuck off your property. You're gonna get shot. Can you get away with it? Apparently B Junkie has. Are you taking a chance of getting shot? Yeah. What break out that fucking phone. Let this shit go viral of these assholes doing this. How many of these have we seen now, Jack?
Oh, too many.
And this is how you get public on your side.
Yeah, you want to get normal people to see it, people that aren't normally exposed to it. If it gets viral enough, it'll go around and it'll eventually hit everybody. Everybody will see it and they'll see what's happening. Whereas if you get shot down, they'll frame you like they did with the Ruby Ridge. You know, they'll try and make you look like a crazy.
Mr. Dax, so if tyrannical government uses cops, it's okay. No,
nobody's saying that.
but what you're talking about, use your Second Amendment. How do you use your Second Amendment? In that situation, how do you use your Second Amendment? You pull out a gun. Okay, then what? Then what? Are you going to start a civil war? Are you going to be the martyr who started it all because some jackass came to your house to bitch about your kids? If that's worth it to you, man, more power to you. We'll miss you.
Yeah, there's in my opinion, there's a time and a place for that, and it's not yet.
He says yes. Start a bloody civil war. No, I'm not on your cause for that one.
No, there's
other remedies.
Yeah, there's other remedies you have to go through before you get something that awful. A lot of people I see kind of romanticize what that would be like, but if you go back and look at pictures of the first Civil War, there were a lot of dead people. A lot of people that probably died needlessly.
Cult of Krill says cops need to fear the public, not the other way around. Get your camera out.
Yeah.
Get your camera out. You want them to fear you? Get your camera out.
Yeah. At this point, a lot of police stations are actually more worried about lawsuits than anything else.
Yep.
If you have video of them doing something stupid and wrong, they're actually more scared of that because it makes them look stupid and you'll sue them and win.
Yep. And they'll lose their jobs. Which
filters out some bad cops.
Yep. Start with your cameras, guys. What this woman did, filming this and putting it to the internet, good for her. And that cop, he was an absolute dick, but I don't think he deserved to be shot for it.
No, he deserves to be reprimanded and probably fired.
Yep.
Her
too. I want to the woman cop too, because dear God, what a bitch.
Karen cop, worthless.
Karen cop, new from Mattel.
Yeah, new Karen cop. She will talk to your manager.
I just love when the chick tells her, "I want to see the law," and she's like, "Shit."
Yeah, because there's no law. That's just
there's no law.
And,
she is in her home. She doesn't even have to answer that fucking door. And what she should have said is, "I'm not talking to you." Guys, if you are interacting with the police, the right answer is, "I'm not speaking to you."
Yeah. In some states, you have to give your name.
Give your name, yes.
Or show an ID, depending on what your state is. But that's after that, it's I want a lawyer. And don't answer any other questions. Because if you answer other questions, that might violate your ability to get your lawyer. So ask for your lawyer and keep your fucking mouth shut. Give them your ID or whatever. That's it.
And if you talk to ex-police officers, that's what they will tell you. Do not talk to the police. I've talked to lawyers. They will tell you, I'm not talking. Don't talk to the fucking police. Again, make sure you know your state laws, because there are times that you do, like Jack said, show ID. It's the law. There are times that you have to give your name. It's the law. But yeah, otherwise you can just, I'm not answering your questions. I want to speak to a lawyer.
Zombie Teddy does bring up a good point. Who the fuck narked on these kids playing?
I guarantee you it was somebody with a bob haircut.
I bet it was that Karen cop.
Probably was.
Because I would suspect that might not even be a real cop. That's a Karen on patrol.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that. What a situation, though. A kid goes to play at somebody else's house and the cops get involved. Not because there was a fight or anything, but just simply because she went to play there.
And if both the families give them permission, I don't see what the problem is. Like, our kids aren't going to be the ones getting sick. It's going to be the adults.
Oh yeah, and by the way, that is true. Very few children have been sick from this, and they're not quite sure exactly why, but some diseases work that way.
Yeah, kids probably have like super immune systems or something.
Well, that's what, if you go back to, they have lower immune systems, which is weird. If you go back to the 1918 Spanish flu, it hit people in there, 18 to 35 range, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they think it is because it actually their more healthy immune system was turned against them. So where you usually see this kind of thing and it hits the young and the old because of their immune systems, they were protected because they had shittier immune systems. It's a really weird thing that happens with diseases.
I would think
cool,
of it as like ripe fruit, you know?
Yeah.
The disease is looking for a good host, not an unripe one. Over on the Streamlabs, thank you, Evolved Potato. Until they start just shooting anyone they want, don't be stupid and get yourself killed. Yeah, exactly.
Pete says, this cop shit makes me angry. I'll be back. Gonna get ready to go out. Have a good time, my friend.
Sorry, man. We didn't mean to make you mad.
No, you know what? I do mean to make people mad, but don't let it linger.
Yeah, don't dwell on this. Just keep it in mind that this sort of thing is happening. I'm sure it's happening in Australia and probably all around the world.
Duck Dog says between 6 months and 2 years, kids have these special forces of immune systems. Yeah, but this is I want to say going up to like 16. Kids are just mostly immune to this shit.
Yeah, it's probably some kind of developmental thing where they're just not the right type of host.
Yeah.
For the virus, and that's probably a good thing.
Mott points this out. Kids are carrier monkeys. Yes, that has been we don't know that. I still don't know if they've done a study on this. I haven't seen one. Why kids aren't getting it and whether or not they are actually getting it and they're just not being hit with it real hard, or if it's not hitting them at all, if it just won't latch on to children. So I don't know.
Yeah, but if the families are okay with these kids playing, I don't see what the issue is here. We are not all on house arrest. Okay, people are really taking these stay-at-home orders a little too literally.
Yeah. White Cis Male says kids are showing enlarged arteries and inflated hearts. I haven't seen anything on that. To be honest, I haven't seen them do a lot of stuff about kids other than them going, well, kids are probably carrying it. That's why I have to shut down schools. And good morning, Green Death. I hope you're well, sir.
Morning. Yeah, I don't know that they haven't really had a lot of time to study this yet. So we don't know what kind of long-term effects people can expect, if any. So they don't even know like immunity rates or anything like that. If they do, they're not telling us. And I don't know. This is all very mysterious and nebulous yet. So I understand people being concerned, and yeah, you should stay at home, but you still have civil rights.
Expo Hotep says, I'm still hoping zombies. You and me both, man. I'm all prepared for the zombie apocalypse, man. I live in the middle of nowhere, and I play 7 Days to Die. I'm ready to go. I'll be able to do everything. But yeah, guys, it's good to get angry about things from time to time. Things that you don't, what's the word I'm looking for here, Jack? Agree with. I was looking for something smart, and I'm just not that smart. Thanks for going. No, Monkey, you're intelligent.
I was looking at a shiny object.
Too late. No, it's good to get angered from time to time. If you never get angry, you're probably a boring person. Sorry, guys. And but it's okay to have passions. Passions are a good thing when they're properly focused. And things like this, there should be outrage. There should be public outrage about the shit that is happening to people. Old people being told they can't sit in chairs on beaches. People being locked out of fucking public parks.
Yeah, that's so fucking dumb. Some of this stuff is just going so overboard. And your stupid fucking governor, man.
Oh, God.
I don't know what the hell that dumb bitch is thinking, but does she think she's king of the Upper Peninsula or something?
She thinks she is queen of the world, my friend.
Apparently.
Before we get on to my jackass governor, did you see that Karen cunt yelling at the people in the public park because the parks were closed?
I saw something about it, but there was so much news that pissed me off today. I honestly couldn't tell you. I've watched so many video clips that pissed me off.
I saw this on Crowder's show, I think from this morning. I haven't seen it anywhere else. It was fucking amazing. This bitch losing her mind, screaming at these people because how dare you be in a public park? And she wishes that they get COVID and die. Like, bitch, you got problems. And this is part of why it drives me nuts that the authoritative news voices get to say whatever the fuck they want and we have to be careful.
Yeah.
They're scaring the shit out of people.
Yeah, the people are terrified, and that's I don't know. I'm very angry about the longer this goes on, the worse this is going to get too, because then they think they could do this forever, and some of these people seem to want it to last forever.
Well, you know, Jack, there was a weird notion. I'm going to go back to the Iraq War for a minute. There was an argument liberals were making during the Iraq War, and they weren't exactly wrong. But Saddam falls and things start to go all to shit, and people are like, they needed Saddam to keep them in place. There's a faction of liberals who believe that you need the strong hand of government to tell you how to live your life.
Oh, yeah. You need big daddy government. You need your betters to come in and tell you how to live. Because, I mean, you can't think for yourself, you silly little peasant. How dare you?
It's weird. It's so weird. Our pioneering spirit is dying. The spirit of going out there and being your own person. And it's not dying. It's being killed, which I guess is kind of the same thing. It's being choked out by fucking pussies.
Yeah.
We have a pussy problem in this country.
Yeah. I blame a lot of soy and Starbucks on that.
You know what I blame? The lack of adversity. And this is weird because we are in the middle of a fucking pandemic. And we really don't have all that much adversity right now. Right now, you really don't. I mean, you do have some people who are, have lost their jobs and stuff. But a lot of them are getting more money off unemployment than they were making at their job.
Yeah, well, they're comfortable.
There's not a lot of real advert. Now, you have people who are losing relatives and stuff, and yeah, that sucks. Absolutely. Those people are feeling the pain. Everybody else is just looking at it going, my life is so horrible. I have to stay in my luxurious home. Fucking Ellen DeGeneres talking about she's basically in prison. Did you see that shit?
Yeah, a bunch of celebrities whining though kind of goes in one ear and out the other for me. I don't think about those people. They're fucking douchebags. James
Colley says your governor might be dumb, but would motorboat them titties. That's how she sucks out your soul, man. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, she's lucky she's got nice boobs because there's not a lot going on upstairs that doesn't involve goose stepping and national anthems from certain countries in the 40s.
Well, she can suck a dick, but that has nothing to do with running a state.
Yeah.
Speaking of sucking a dick, this is a good time to remind you that we're brought to you by you. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and if you can, toss money at me and Jack. And thank you, Nuts, for being so kind and dropping the links to our Streamlabs. That's a great way to donate, you guys. It's the only way to donate to Jack and a great way to donate to me.
I am happy that some places are starting to open. Yeah, there will be a bit of a spike in cases again. But if they don't start doing that soon, I'm telling you, I am already convinced a lot of these people don't want a recovery. They want the economy to take a complete and total dump so they can reshape it in their little communist utopia.
Look at AOC.
Yeah.
People should refuse to go back to work.
Yeah,
that's what she said.
And there's so much wrong with that.
Pete says, why does sucking dick equate to donate to me? I don't know, but
because we can use money to get blowjobs.
The money you give me will go to Lady Monkey, so she'll suck my penis. Bunny Slaughter, thank you so much. I know I'm late on this answer, but the cops already knew her name. How else did they find her address? You know, Bunny. That's an interesting thing, isn't it? I it's them trying to, you know what, Jack? This is a good time to bring up the topic of the day.
Entrapment.
It's a good time to try to get somebody to lie to you so you can arrest them. Now, I don't know if that would work in that situation, but let's talk about General Michael Flynn. Did you see this story today, Jack?
Yes, I did.
So for those of you who don't know, General Flynn was one of those great successes of the Robert Mueller investigation, the Russian investigation. They got him to admit to lying to the FBI. Except he took back his guilty plea because he got better lawyers who went, this is fucking stupid. They were going to try to get him on on violating the Logan Act. Now, here's the thing about the Logan Act, Jack, and I didn't know this until I read the story today. The Logan Act was passed in 1799. Do you know how many people have gone to jail for violating the Logan Act?
Like none or
zero. Exactly zero.
Wow.
So they went after him for violating the Logan Act, an act that has never in the history of it existing been used to prosecute somebody successfully. When that backfired, they caught him on a technical lie. See, they were recording his phone conversations with the Russians. Something that by the time the interview with the FBI came out, Flynn already knew. Here's the timeline. I forget the exact date. I'm sorry. The day, it's sometime in January of 2017. The Wall Street Journal, the Washington Post puts out an article telling the world that the FBI has been bugging Flynn's phone. They've been listening into all his conversations. So General Flynn already knew when the FBI showed up the very next day to interview him that they already knew everything he'd said. There was no mystery here. They went into it trying to get him to lie to them. And where's that fucking part? I want to get the exact quote here. There's now some information that has come out. It's in this part. Oh, I can't read that. I need the there it is. Nope, not that one. What's our goal? Truth admission or to get him to lie so we can prosecute him or get him fired? To prosecute him or get him fired. You know why the get him fired part's important, Jack?
So they could use him.
This is January of 2017. This is right after the Obama administration leaves, which means everybody in there is still Obama appointees. These are all Obama people. Obama fired General Flynn back in 2014. He'd worked for Obama in the intelligence. I forget his exact title, but he worked for him in intelligence. And Obama fired him. He was the Defense Intelligence Agency head. And reportedly, Obama really, really doesn't like this guy. And so these guys actually set out to get him fired again. And it worked. It worked. Trump fired him for lying to him. What the FBI did here is dirty as fuck.
Yep.
Dirty as fuck. This is not their job. This is not what they're there to do.
Well, they purposely set him up for this. It wasn't like they were just, like, oh, hey, we could get him on this. No, they went in there with the intention of getting him to, like, make a mistake, misremember something, or just lie outright or whatever. But a lie could be, interpreted as just making a mistake. Like, he makes one little tiny mistake, and that's it. They got him.
And that's what they did.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. And what pisses me off is none of these people are going to end up going to jail. At best, they'll get reassigned.
Many of them aren't even in the government anymore. Because Our old friend Peter Strauss, however you say his fucking name. You got too many vowels in there, shitbread. He was involved in this. He's one of the ones who actually interviewed this guy. Andrew, well, no, not McCabe. It was James Comey, head of the FBI at the time, came out and he said he wouldn't. This investigation never. I mean, this interview was really weird. It's not how they would normally do it. And he said this part. I don't think I could have got away with it under another administration. Now that's me paraphrasing, but very, very lightly. And he's trying to insinuate there that the Trump administration, because Trump was in charge at that time, but he'd only been there for literally days. This happened in January of 2017. Trump was inaugurated in January of 2017, the same fucking year, trying to make it sound like, oh, look, it's such a chaotic administration. No. Now, if you said that it was chaotic because of the transfer of power there, okay, maybe I could give you that. But to try to say, no, look, the Trump administration was just too chaotic. It's too chaotic. Fuck you. It was Obama's administration at that time. Comey, McCabe, Strzok, however you say his name, his little girlfriend, Lisa, whatever the fuck her name is. All of them should be in jail right now.
Yeah, but we don't live in that society anymore.
No. This was a blatant abuse of federal power against a political enemy. All of that shit about what happened with Ukraine, Trump abusing the federal government for political purposes, is exactly what Obama actually did. And the press doesn't give a fuck. Right, Neil? They're the ones out there giving the good commentary and context. You fucking shithead. Neil didn't answer my tweet to him yesterday, Jack.
Oh, I'm shocked and appalled.
Neither one of my tweets to him. I'm offended.
Well, the fact that people aren't going to jail for this is why it'll continue to happen.
Yeah.
They know there's no punishment. So why change? There's a corrupt attitude within the FBI and other agencies. And I guarantee you they're seeing this. And when nothing happens and people aren't perp walked out and arrested and prosecuted and thrown in jail, then they're going to be like, oh, well, then this really means nothing. So I can do this all I want. They think they're immune, and they are.
American Philosophy says there's an open investigation right now. Hopefully they go to jail. I'm not sure what investigation you're talking about, but the one that Barr had is pretty much closed. Like, look, there was some irregularities, which sucks because hopefully they go to jail because what they did was horrible. But I mean, look,
these people protect their own.
Nobody went to jail over the IRS bullshit.
Nope. And that's exactly how the government operates. They protect their own. If somebody in the government did something, it's got to be so egregious or so publicly outraged that they have to do it. Otherwise, they won't. Not anymore.
Danger says, what about the section where it said, quote, if we're seen as playing games, White House will be furious. So was this set up a direct coordination with Obama? I can't say for certain. All I can do is give you my guess, and I would guess, yeah.
Yeah, I would guess so, yeah.
Obama was dirty as hell and got away with it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, he had the press covering for him. Mm-hmm. He's got all these deep state cronies. That's why I don't think anything's going to change. Worse, they're going to get a little slap on the wrist. Any of them that are still around, they might get, moved to a different department or something. They're not going to get fired. They're not going to jail. They're not losing their pensions. Their lives aren't going to be ruined like their victims will. This is an egregious miscarriage of justice, and it's going to continue to happen. If they can do this to somebody like General Flynn, who's like realistically a rock star of the military, what can they do to the average person who has no fame, no power, no position? They will destroy you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Monkey, I remember when this first came out about the FBI and your rage. Glad to see you're just as furious. That's consistency. I don't like. Look, I understand that there's weird things that go on with the government, like Jack said, covering your own and that kind of stuff. What the Obama administration got away with is absolutely disgusting, from start to finish. And the fact that Donald Trump is treated the way he is, when the press turned the other way on everything, including this, the Democrats have gotten no flack at all for everything they did here. Going back, remember the Russia investigation starts largely because of the Steele dossier. The British talking to the Russians to interfere with our election. That's the real interference in our election. And then you have the Obama administration, whether you blame him or not, I absolutely do. The Obama administration using the FBI to target Donald Trump. Not because there's any actual stuff there, but from a fake fucking dossier written at the request of the DNC and the Hillary Clinton campaign. Meanwhile, the press loses their shit because Donald Trump makes a joke about the Russians finding Hillary's emails. They've used that. The press has actually used that as proof that Donald Trump was colluding with the fucking Russians. Because in a fucking speech in front of everybody, he made that joke. Because yeah, that's how people do that shit. When you're colluding with the Russians, you do it right there on stage in front of fucking cameras. Meanwhile, we know that's what Hillary was doing. And nobody gives a shit.
No, she should be in jail too. This is why I have so little faith in the justice system. We've got two tiers. You've got normal people without influence, and then you have politicians, celebrities, and these lifers in the government. That they are immune to anything that happens to us regular chodes.
And you know what though, Jack, I would accept that if what we were talking about is them just covering for each other, but this was blatantly political. Look, It would still be bad if they were covering for each other, but this was quite blatantly political.
Oh, yeah. And they were bringing innocent people into this, too. They went after Flynn's kid.
Yeah, and they did that. And with Flynn, I don't think it was as much about Trump as it was about him. I honestly believe Obama fired him. He's like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. There might be some, get him. That it was vindictive.
Yeah.
And again, then you turn around and you're like, oh, well, Trump is the most vindictive asshole ever. You know what? I like that Trump fires a lot of these fucking assholes because a lot of them have needed it for a long, long time. Real quick over on the Streamlabs. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to be raging, especially because my voice is going out. Evolved Potato, thank you. Who do you think was dirtier, Obama, Carter, or Nixon? Nixon. That's not even a guess. The other two, I mean, Carter was mostly just a shitbag, and Obama was dirty as hell. But most corrupt. Have you listened to the White House tapes? That dude was not just corrupt; he was off his fucking rocker. That was a paranoid motherfucker. You ever listen to him, Jack?
Oh yeah, he's a very suspicious individual.
Yeah, old Nixon, man. Yeah, I still think. Look, Nixon got a raw deal in the fact that it was the cover-up. He wasn't involved in any way that they can prove in the actual break-in. It was that he knew about the cover-up of the break-in, trying not to, hey, look, we don't want this to come back on us. And he deserved to lose his presidency, but he wasn't able to come back out into society until Bill got caught putting his dick where it didn't belong.
Yeah, but Obama did kill that American citizen without a trial.
He did.
I mean, that guy was a scumbag, don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
still don't like the precedent that sets.
I don't think I don't know if corrupt is the right word for Obama most of the time. I think power hungry shitbag's probably better. No, I haven't. I'm not an American or nowhere near old enough to care. Well, if you talk about if you are a U.S. citizen, I mean, our only president to resign and resigned in disgrace. Those are interesting tapes. The Johnson tapes are interesting too. I haven't heard the Kennedy ones. They don't have as many, but the Johnson ones are interesting as well. Anyhow, fuck. Where was I? Yeah, Obama was a shithead, and he got away with way too much. And it is funny how all of the shit that the president or the press is saying about the current president, which some of it justifiable, but they ignored all of that shit, all of it. And a lot of the actors are the same. It's not like when Trump came in, we got a whole new set of reporters. These are the same people who refuse to report on the Obama stuff, you know, for their context. That's why Mika, whatever her fucking name is, Bachelet, whatever. Mika Karen Batshit woman, whatever her name is, who's did a show with Joe Scarborough and ended up married to him.
Yeah.
That feels like workplace sexual harassment.
Yeah, repeatedly, ongoing.
But when she said that it's their job to tell people what to think, I think it was a slip of the tongue. I don't think she meant to tell the world that.
No, she forgot she was live on air.
But I do believe she actually absolutely believes it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Over on the Streamlabs, thank you so much, Prospero, who says Nixon was a paranoid. Obama was a naked emperor whose overreach was Nixon's wet dream. Nixon may win worst, but the other not an improvement. Oh, no. I'm not suggesting Obama was better. I'm suggesting he was dirty in a different way. Much different way. His was an abuse of power, which I mean, I guess you can consider corrupt, but yeah, his was much more of just I'm the president, I can do whatever I want. Where Nixon was kind of a Weasley shitbag. just a kind of a Weasley shitbag. Obama married to a guy corrupt. Wow. I just want to know who those girls' real mom is. Anyhow, that's not nice. I'm pretty sure the guy using the FBI, DOJ, CIA, and foreign governments to spy on opposing party campaign is dirtier than Nixon. Nixon was read up on Nixon.
It would also be fair to say that Hillary had the influence to do that too.
Indeed. You want to talk about Rose McGowan?
Yeah, sure.
I want to talk about Rose McGowan. Rose McGowan put out a tweet today, and it says, I'm really sad and I'm really tired. I normally share thoughts, but tonight it's emotions. And this was kind of sad to read, Jack. This is how she looks. I don't know if you can tell, but she's got water on her face. She's crying, I'm guessing.
She looks like Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone.
She kind of does. And I don't know if you can see it on the screen in this shot, guys. You can go over to Twitter and see the actual picture. But there's some tears that come all the way down there. And it ran down the middle of her lips, which is interesting with the way her face is sitting. Because it should have went down the creases in your face, honey.
Botox doesn't allow for that.
I suppose so. You know what's got her upset, Jack?
Her life, poor decisions.
No. I used to be a proud Democrat. I used to be a proud American. I would have died for this damn country and its ideals. I was raised to be a proud Democrat. When my youngest brother graduated as a fighter pilot at the Air Force Academy, I wore a Vote John Kerry pin, LOL. Got into verbal altercations with big men who were mad I was a Democrat. I love that part. I love when little women are like, I will stand up to a big man. It's just because you know he's not going to slap the fuck out of you. That's not brave. You know he's not going to touch you. Stop pretending. Anyway, They were twice my size, and I had to listen to G.W. Bush give the keynote address and John Ashcroft sing his terrible Eagle song. I lost count of George W. Bush saying terrorism at 47 because that's what cult leaders do, and it gets boring. All because I thought democracy meant, this is how it's written, guys. I thought democracy meant was I had a right to choose those who lined up with my value system. But what if there is no one? And I was always told it was the Democratic Party that were the good guys, that our papers were New York Times and Washington Post, and we as a family loved listening to All Things Considered. Jesus, this is long, and there's no fucking periods. Sorry, guys. And we talk about how much we loved Ira Glass's voice, but now I know too much, and I feel really quite a sense of loss. It goes on. Or where's it at? Sense of loss. I am not a cynical person, but America, goddamn, Republicans have always been painted as the bad guys, and I've always seen them more as a cult. But now I realize so are the Democrats and the media. Macro and micro. This is deeper than a cover-up, and I'm sad because there's death around all corners and shadows in the daytime. It hurts. She's talking about Joe Biden. It's very she tries for poetry and she sucked at it.
Yeah, she tries, like all celebrities, they try and sound deep and intellectual, and they come off sounding like a middle schooler's bad poetry.
Yes. But I'll take lack of punctuation for 500, Alex. Man, it gets hard to breathe in those sentences. Fuck. Anyway, is this a suicide letter?
It does kind of read like one.
It's Rose getting a little bit black-pilled.
Join us.
She says it right there. I was brought up to believe Republicans were the bad guys. I was always told the Democrats are the good guys. She never questioned it. But since she supported Bernie and very famously got into that argument with Alyssa Milano over Alyssa coming out in favor of Biden, and she's seeing what's happening with the Biden thing. If she was a Biden supporter, Jack, I don't think we would have seen this post. I think if she was a Biden supporter, we would have seen the same old excuses that we get from every other Biden supporter who went after Kavanaugh so hard. But she's upset because the media has largely buried this shit. Don Lemon on his show the other day, Jack, came out and said that the New York Times basically proved that there's nothing here. Which, by the way, not what the New York Times did. Not even close to what they said.
No.
But that's the narrative. Joe did nothing wrong.
Because he's our candidate.
His fingers never smelled like her.
Did Don Lemon sniff them?
I don't know. Maybe he can smell it lingering. He can tell where your fingers have been for the last 50 years. That's why he puts that ball juice on people, Jack. It's to mark them.
That's true. Then he can track them.
Yeah, for forever. I want to reiterate this one more time. I do not believe Tara Reid. I believe her original complaint, where she said he touched her shoulder and ran his finger down her neck and said she had nice legs, so he wanted her to serve drinks at a function. And that's it. I don't believe any of the other shit. I think it is made up. I think it is nonsense. But these are their rules and not mine. And applying their rules to Biden should have been canceled by now.
Yeah. Dangerous brings up a good point. One of the Me Too founders said he can be accountable and electable.
Yeah.
That's idiotic.
Well, there's others who are out there saying that at least he's not as bad of a sexual assaulter as Trump. I mean, this is what they're doing. But there's a whole lot of others who are like, no, I just don't believe her. And these are the ones that have fucked Rose McGowan up because she saw it. She got that glimpse, guys. There comes a point in your life if you're if you're too heavily on one side and you have a brain at all, there comes a point in your life where you realize the side you're on is fucked up. As fucked up as the other side. Or, well, if it's a Democrat, even more fucked up than the other side. Because the media absolutely controls what's going on here.
Yeah.
And they work almost exclusively with the Democrats. And James Colley, stop it. How dare you? Do you have to let it? Anyway, I feel bad for her in a way, Jack. Have you ever been there? Have you been in the place she's at?
I've been jaded for a really long time, so I can't remember that far back. But yeah, I mean, I get it. It's a harsh reality to have your worldview shattered and find out things that you were really dedicated to and believed in very heavily are a sham, and you were misled. It's a harsh reality, but at least she's coming to it and she's seeing that she can grow as a person, hopefully.
Frank says, I think she's going further left, not center. That could be. It could
Probably.
be.
She's Hollywood, so.
But it's amazing how having that illusion shattered can send you in ways you didn't expect to go. I still remember that, and I know I've talked about it. You'll be fine. Dennis Miller, when he was talking about his moment with that, the first time, because he talked to Dave Rubin a couple of weeks ago, a month ago or so. He said, he's gone back and forth, being left or right, left or right. I remember going back. The first time I ever saw Dennis Miller being right at all, it was after 9/11, and no, it was before 9/11. I'm sorry, and people were just absolutely treating Rudy Giuliani like shit. And Dennis is like, I don't think he's like the devil. And because he said that, lefties came after him, just absolutely beat the fuck out of him. And then he ends up on Rush Limbaugh's show, or sorry, Bill O'Reilly's show. It's amazing how getting that glimpse of what what your side is doing, especially if you're a liberal, will wake you up to shit. Rose McGowan right now is probably out there going, are Republicans the bad guys? I don't agree with them on everything, but are they the bad guys? At least a lot of them are consistent. Now, there are a whole bunch of you out there who are not being consistent. Where you're like, no, he absolutely did finger her. Like, stop it. You know you don't have the evidence for that. But if you're out there just saying, hey, Democrats should hold themselves to their standard, I'm with you. I am with you. B Junkie says Ruben has gotten less annoying. I'm not the biggest Ruben fan. And like I said, I watch him for the guest, never for him. There's better interviewers out there.
I watch it for the decor.
It's a nice set.
Yeah, I keep thinking it's his living room from like the 70s. Like he's at his mom's house.
Apparently it's his garage.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That Crowder that I watched today, Ruben was the guest, and he mentioned, I got ahead of the home studio thing. And he goes, this is my garage. Like, oh, neat. My garage doesn't look anything like that.
No, mine either. Mine's full of junk.
He's literally got Alzheimer's. That should be enough. Maybe. I think he's got Alzheimer's. I don't think they're going to put him on too many TV shows. This is what's really weird right now, because for a presidential candidate, you want to get out there with your name and your message and your face, and they're hiding Biden away.
Hiding Biden. That's like a Where's Waldo for people with dementia.
Yeah. Under normal circumstances right now, if we didn't have this thing going on, Biden would be touring, a normal presidential candidate without Alzheimer's, would be touring the country, and getting him actually on a show would require arranging it when he was in a big city that had a nice studio where he could do it. He's in his home with his own studio right now. He could go on any show at any time.
Yeah.
How many has he been on? None. Zero.
He had a little chat with Hillary the other day, and that was the first I'd seen him wheel him out in a while. and he fell asleep.
Yeah. Now, some people know he's just looking down, like, no, that looks like he
No,
fell asleep.
I've seen old people fall asleep. He was sleeping.
It was funny though. And it's not surprising that Hillary would support him. She supported Bill when he was accused of sexual harassment. That just makes sense that this would be the time she comes out.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the debates because Trump's going to destroy him on debate.
I think probably, but you never know. You never know what happens.
Yeah.
Trump, be very careful not to look like he's beating up a doddering old man.
Yeah, but are people? I'm wondering if we're going to be surprised by how many people come out and vote for Biden, or if it's going to be a Mondale situation.
One of the telling things was how many people showed up to vote for Trump, even though they didn't have to. And across the states, man, he was outperforming past presidents in their reelection bids in that scenario. See, Donald Trump, there are people running against him, but they have no fucking chance in hell. But people still like to go out and be part of the process. And I forget wasn't there one state where over 1 million people came out to vote?
That would not surprise me.
It was ridiculous. Like, you guys don't even have to do this. He's the president. Of course he's going to be the one on the ticket. Because once again, guys, just because you vote in these things doesn't mean it's actually going to turn out that way. Can't wait for the debates. Tara Reid, front and center. You know Trump will do that.
Oh, he totally should.
He I'm surprised he hasn't done an interview with her already.
I'm surprised he hasn't made a commercial where there's somebody with a Joe Biden mask and a big foam finger going, talking to you.
Oh, Jack.
I'm a bad person, I know, but that would be a funny commercial.
Awesome. If Biden loses it during a debate, Trump won't go after him. He's not that stupid. I don't think there's going to be any debates. Biden is never going to make it. They have to have debates. The only way they'll get away with not having a debate is if we're still in lockdown. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear that in the background. That is the nectar of the gods coming out of a 20-ounce bottle. I need my big ones back. Monkey likes the big ones. There's your sound clip for the night. I don't think they could get away with not having debates, especially guys who are telling me to check the hashtag. If I remember, I will check it in a little bit. Calm down, relax. I don't think they can get away with not having a debate, and even if it would be a very crappy way to do it. But if they had to, they could do it with each of them from a bunker somewhere, so they don't have to be on stage together, like they had talked about doing with Biden and Bernie in the last one. But they could get them together. I don't think the American people will put up with not having debates. It's just part of our process. I think that would hurt Biden more than if he went on there and said something stupid, because the press will cover for him if he says something stupid. Yeah, they often do. It's just how it is. Let me check the hashtag real quick. Massive's very. Oh yeah, somebody brought this up on the other stream, and I have to be very careful talking about this. Gamer Valine, thank you. Not on topic, but did you see Elon Musk's savage tweets about Silicon Valley and opening the country? We didn't talk about his tweets, but we talked about his not a conference call. What is it? Investor call?
Members of the board or whatever.
Yeah, we talked about his comments there, and I believe we both agreed with him, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I didn't want to speak for you just in case I remembered wrong.
Oh, you're good.
Remdesivir, is that how you say this? Just became the first drug to show a clear-cut effect in treating COVID. This is according to Science Alert. This is a new drug coming out, and is this one the one that hasn't been even completely approved by the FDA yet?
It might be. There's a couple of these that I can't pronounce their names, and they're all kind of in that same general holding pattern.
Although not yet considered an outright cure, it represents the first time any medication has been shown to improve outcomes against the COVID-19 illness, which has claimed more than 200 lives globally and brought the world economy to a grinding halt. A statement by the U.S. National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease that oversaw the trial said that patients on the drugs made by Gilead Sciences, I don't know how you said, Gilead, had a 31% faster time to recovery than those on placebo. So there you go. I'll drop this story into the chat if you guys want to read more of this. There's quite a bit to this, but yeah, hopefully it works out. Oh dear Lord, ramen, my God. See, y'all get me on the hashtag. This ain't my fault. Oh, Jack, the Ash Crack team is on it, my friend.
Oh, I know. They always are, though.
Evil one, nice. Whew. Man, you guys have some great taste.
Well, they're watching us, aren't they?
Well, that's just more proof. That's all. What is this one with this? Is that lady in a where is she? Is that a Walmart? And she's on the floor showing off her goodie bag? All right. It's okay. They put my face over it, so it's not dirty. Oh, dear Christ. What is this? Greta Thunberg launches campaign to fight coronavirus. Well, good luck to her. Greta, if you had gone to school and started studying sciences, take something in these STEM fields, maybe you could actually help with the fight. All you can do now is bitch. Greta is just as qualified to fight this virus as I am. She can talk about it. That's it. And she's not even qualified to do that because her dad does her talking for her. Anyhow.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel bad for that kid. She's got a rough road ahead of her in life.
She does. But that's okay because she'll still get to make some money for just having her name. Because they made a hero out of a 16-year-old. Because we have to let the children lead us.
Dude, when she's like 25, the media will ignore her. This kid won't understand. She's not going to have the development to process this appropriately. I feel bad for her.
That's all right. Her dad will be rich. I forgot who sent it. I'll look in a second. Suicide line. How can I help you? Hillary Clinton. I'd like to place an order.
I just saw that.
That is wonderful.
Delivery.
That was from Grillin' Pirate Pete. God, I love this hashtag. What in the? Oh no, Sean, no. That's just wrong. It's somebody who had a tattoo of a baby put down at their. Oh God. I'm gonna throw this one in chat. Look at it at your own. This is okay, Jack. You know me. I have a twisted sense of humor. If I saw this on somebody, that would be a definite no. That's just like Sorry, nope.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to process that.
The kind of sick, twisted individual that would have to come up with that, that is beyond daddy issues, man.
Yeah, but I mean, look how good her body is otherwise. If she didn't have the tattoo, she'd probably be pretty hot.
Yeah. But the fact she has that tattoo, wow.
I'm going to call it now. Her dad had her get that tattoo.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And
From a picture he has.
Yeah, I bet that's a drawing that represents her at a certain age, and that should disturb you.
Yeah, that's my problem with it.
Yeah, don't look. That's not just corner worthy. That's go to the basement.
Yeah, that's and for the people involved in the actual tattoo, that's we're taking you to jail.
Yeah.
Let's look at something nicer. There you go,
did
Jack.
that? Who would do that? Oh, that's nice.
Isn't it? You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
me and Jack talked about this off the air the other day, and I mentioned I'm not a big fan of piercings all over the body. I like ear piercings are fine. I do like a belly button ring. I don't know what it is.
It's bad if they get pregnant because that hole it's not cartilage, so the hole where the ring goes will actually open up.
Yeah.
It's fucking disgusting to see.
So only get that if you're not going to get pregnant, ladies. And remember, you don't have to get pregnant despite what Democrats tell you Republicans want you to do. Oh my goodness, so many beautiful things in here. Oh, by the way, Gamer Valine, I saw your picture with your is that new hair color? She got her hair done and it looks very nice. Oh wow, that chick, turkey's done, sweetie. You need to warm up, honey.
Gosh.
I'm so glad people can't tell how cold I am by the size of my nipples. Lip rings are terrible. I am with you. I don't stop mutilating yourselves, people. Oh my goodness, Jack. Oh. Sometimes, excuse me. Sometimes I feel like we are we're in a weird cesspool of humanity.
I've been saying that for years.
And we're the only ones who see it, us and this beautiful audience of ours.
Well, I look at it like this. If the Earth is a bar, it's the one at Mos Eisley. And we're Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And we're just walking in because we got to get somewhere. And we're surrounded by all these deviants, weirdos, and aliens.
Gamer says, just getting rid of the faded blue at the... I didn't notice you had blue in your hair. Wow, I missed that. That's how much attention I paid. Remember, I'm an eye guy, so that's where I naturally go. Oh, fuck. Badger, my friend. How are you doing, you little Amish Mexican? I love my Amish Mexican. Gamer says, be like me, have no kids, and spend your money on yourself. Jack, this is a good time to remind the audience we're brought to you by you. Hit the like button, hit the share button. And if you don't have kids, spend your money on us because we're smart and wonderful.
And we act very childlike.
We do. We do. Buy us toys. If you have $10, then you're probably watching this show. I did that wrong, didn't I?
I think you had that backwards.
What the fuck? Who cares? That still irritates the shit out of me. I'm sorry. I'll let that go someday. Eventually. Just let it happen.
It's still funny to me right now.
It is. Oh my God.
It's so dumb.
Emily Ratchowski's quarantine skincare routine includes snail mucin. I don't know how you say that. Who cares? I don't know who this is. And her face is funny. Who is this chick? Who's Emily Ratajkowski?
The name sounds familiar. I don't know.
I'm probably saying it 4 kinds of fucked up, but
Nah,
here, I will put the name into chat so y'all can tell me how I'm mispronouncing it. Not everyone's skin is yes, I'm reading a skincare thing because that chick, her face is funny, man. It's crooked. One of the key products for the Model 28 said she uses Cosrex Advanced Snail Mucin Power Essence, which boasts 96% snail mucin. What is mucin? M-U-C-I-N. Is that snail jizz?
Probably. I imagine there's some dude that has to jerk off a bunch of snails for that. Did you ever see that music video for Blurred Lines?
Probably.
That's the chick. That's who this chick is. She was in that video.
Though it may seem like a slimy mess, snail secretion is actually very popular in the skincare community. You women, all right, look, stop it. Stop it right now. You guys waste a whole lot of money on a whole lot of stupid shit for your face, to look younger, to keep lines away. And you know what it does? Takes your money. That's it.
Yeah,
Give your
well,
money to me. I will tell you how pretty you are and not promise you any line removal. And it'll have the exact same effect, except you'll feel better about yourself because there's actually somebody telling you how pretty you are instead of a fucking makeup company or skincare company telling you how fucking ugly you are and how you need to buy their fucking product.
I think you're missing the point, though, Monkey. It's not to actually hear it from someone. It's the idea that they can maintain their youth forever and then they never have to grow up. It's sort of a Peter Pan thing.
Except it doesn't work.
Oh, that's a hate fact.
You might as well be buying Gwyneth Paltrow's eggs for your puss to make it better.
Well, yeah, or some healing crystals or a nice crystal dildo.
Sanguine, thank you. At least they aren't shoving the snails in their cunts this time around. I guess so. I guess that's a small victory.
It's the little wins that matter.
Jesus. Ladies and gentlemen, look, if you want to buy some makeup to make yourself prettier, fine. I don't care. If you're putting snail jizz on your face, and yes, I know it's just the slime trail they leave. That's so much better. If you're putting snail jizz on your face to make you look younger, you're an idiot. And if you're in the audience doing that, stop it.
Yeah, and stop sticking weird things in your cooch.
Your cooch is probably fine if it's not like if everybody who goes in there's like, damn, baby, I couldn't even feel it. Then maybe you can do some muscle exercises and kind of things.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry.
No, just tighten them Kegels. That's all I ask.
You don't need to go do all kinds of weird shit. If it sounds like you shouldn't put it in your vagina, don't put it in your vagina.
Right.
Do we need to get women a manual for that thing?
Apparently.
I feel like they're not using it right. Here, ladies out there, if you're not sure how to treat your vagina, find the man in your life and ask him. He will tell you how to take care of it. Wash it. There you go. It's all ready to go. That's all you got to do. Wash the damn thing.
Right.
Not everyone is Amy Schumer. Oh, thank God.
Speaking of that, did you happen to get a chance to watch that clip I sent you?
Which one?
The one on Twitter.
Yeah, about the Cuomo thing?
Yeah.
Yes. Cuomo's wife listening to some fucking lunatic.
She's the editor of his wife is the editor of like a Goop type website, and this crazy bitch was giving them medical advice for the corona.
Yeah. That's probably why it was over so fast for Chris. Gamer Vleen says, shh, some of us will look longer because of genetics. My hair is the giveaway, but hair color isn't. Snail splooge. For your other advice, wax too. Look, you don't even have to do that. For the vast majority of human existence, people were banging the hairy snatch.
Gross.
It's true.
I know, but it's disturbing.
Trimming snatch didn't really start until the 80s. Completely balding it was more of a 90s thing.
That's why I like
look,
the 90s.
You would be surprised what men will go through to put their dick in that thing. If we got to bring a fucking machete so we can cut our way in, that's what we will do. If you want to keep yours nice and flat, that's fine. Jack, how do you feel about the notion that hair is there for a reason? It helps keep like viruses and stuff out.
Probably, but I prefer a nicely trimmed lady garden. Something you can show off to your partner or whatever and be proud of. Maybe put a design or something if you're going to have some there. I prefer them shaved and Asian though.
Odin, stop it. Said they bang bald cooch a lot in the Middle Ages. We're not talking about that. Damn you. It's funny, but wrong on so many levels. Asian Hippie says a nice landing strip. Yeah, look, man, see, all you people out there who are like, no, you got to have it cut. Or if that didn't become a trend, if that did not become a fashion trend, you would be jumping on those big old soft bushes too. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, Splooge works in Super Chat, and not saying everyone needs fully waxed. They do bikini line. No, you don't even have to do that. Let it hang out. You can go find pictures from the 70s of women with their, a little bit of cooch hair hanging out, and it was fine. It was absolutely okay. People still banged it, and that's what it's there for, to be banged. It's to be banged and make babies, and y'all are using it wrong. Just saying. Jack, did you see the story about the mechanic who got fired because of her OnlyFans?
No.
This chick claims she was fired, and apparently there's audio tape of it. Thank you, Evolved Potato. Remember, ladies, human splooge is great for your skin and helps you look younger. A blowjob a day will help your skin. Yeah. If not, it will make your man happy, so he won't care what you look like.
Yes, blowjobs are a great way to combat depression because I know I feel happier when I get one.
No shit. Blowjob and food. That's how you keep a man happy. Nah, monkey, I'm good. I already can frighten the neighbors in my bikini at this time. Oh, stop it. Woman, I've seen you. You're fine. Your neighbors are touching themselves to you.
Maybe not right now, but you might want to close those curtains.
You don't know. It could be right now. They could be waking up going, ooh. Sanguine, thank you. If no matter what you do or who you are with, it feels like they're just tossing hot dogs down a hallway, just stick a fleshlight up there so that someone is feeling something. Nah, the hairs are just like armpits. They wick away. I don't know how to say that word. Sweat. He says something sweat. Sebaceous sweat. Fair enough. Are you sure it doesn't keep maybe that's Amy Schumer's problem. She keeps that away, and now she's got animal fungus up there.
No, she's just gross.
That could be too. I'm gonna write the book on ladies how to fix your vaginas because y'all don't know what you're doing with them.
How to be like the Jordan Peterson book, but for lady gardens.
Yeah, clean your vagina instead of clean your room.
12 simple rules for gardening.
Imagine the chapter on hoeing. Speaking of hoeing, so this chick, she works at this mechanic shop where she's supposedly the best mechanic ever that's ever lived, Jack, ever. And I do mean ever. But times are tough, so she had to start an OnlyFans. And for some reason, she was bragging about having this OnlyFans on her Instagram. We know why she did it. So she could, advertise it and get people to look. Well, yeah. The people who work with her found it and were kind of shitbags about it. And so she got fired. Now, here's the problem. In some of the pictures, she's wearing her shop's some of the pictures were taken in her shop.
That's why she got fired.
You think?
You should be wearing the logos of the place you work at or taking pictures at work if you're going to do that. That's dumb.
In the article, she's like, they were always blurred as best I could. I believe is her exact quote.
Jesus.
As best yeah. So look, don't fuck with people who, if they're making their porn, leave them alone. Jack off to it like a normal person. Don't be a dick bag about it. But ladies, if you're going to make an OnlyFans and you don't want the people who work with you to know about it, maybe don't put it somewhere where they're likely to find it, like your fucking Instagram where you're friends with them.
Yeah, or wear your company logo on anything or film it at their location because somebody will find it and then try and find you and it'll get really awkward really fast.
Yeah. Well, this story was definitely written to make her sound the very best, and you have to pick up on those other clues. I mean, they actually tell you she did it at work.
Oh, man.
Like that right there is enough to fire her. Now
that would have only been funnier if she worked at Jiffy Lube.
They talk about how in this audio recording she has. If she has this audio recording, she can probably sue the fuck out of him. I haven't heard it. I just read the article, but she says apparently in the audio recording, she's told that having an OnlyFans thing like that can lead to sexual harassment. It can. That doesn't make it okay for people to sexually harass people.
Well, Eva once said she also did it in clients' cars.
No, I didn't know about that part. That wasn't in the article I read. So I believe you, given the other, if she's willing to do it at work, I'm not shocked. Sanguine again, thank you so much. An interesting side note on pubes. Crotch crabs are most related to gorilla lice, not normal human head lice. So at some point, an early human either fucked a gorilla or wore one after we started being the naked ape. Fair enough. I blame Jane Goodall.
Yeah.
Hey, can you put your clothes back on and pass me that wrench? I have a feeling if the whole story was told, that they may have even brought up the whole, this kind of thing can lead to sexual harassment. But that was not the reason she was fired. I would bet money the reason she was fired was for actually doing it at work. Adonis talked about it, and she was showing her OnlyFans to coworkers. In the story, she said she didn't show it to not her OnlyFans. She didn't show that to coworkers. She promoted it on her Instagram, where her coworkers were. Her coworkers followed her on Instagram, so she kind of showed it to them, but not like, here, read it. Nick Rekieta had her coworker on his show. Cool. She was initially suspended and given the opportunity to take down any content linking the company to her other activities. She declined to do so. See, I didn't even have to see all this shit, and I knew the bitch was lying.
Yeah, was she at least hot?
No, she's actually kind of ugly.
Yeah, I figured.
The pictures that I saw of her, way too much makeup to try to make her look hot. And yeah, she's not pretty. Who cares? Thought number, blah, blah, blah. Does thought things move on? No, Odin. There's times I will talk about things that you don't want me to talk about, and you'll be okay with it for just a few minutes.
And we're worried about this company.
Yeah.
Their reputation is splattered in spooge. I'm sorry. I tried to say that all deadpan and it just didn't work out.
You know what we can do? Because I did. God, what the hell's her name? Does anybody know her name right off? I went over to her Twitter, and there's a video of her eating a banana, Jack. Let me see if I can find that shit.
The chick from this article?
Yeah. What time did I wake up today?
I don't know.
No. Looks like a 6 o'clock ish. I'm trying to find her so I can. Oh, this is her, misread. Let's find the banana video. There it is. All right. We're doing this for the purpose of entertainment. Oh, whoops. Hang on. I forgot to put the audio on there with it. There we go. See, this is why I need a producer, Jack. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, you eat that banana. God damn it.
Yeah.
Is that her boyfriend?
That dude seems gay. I don't think that's her boyfriend. I think that's her gay friend.
Well, she didn't get much of that banana in her mouth, so
she really didn't. She tapped out, man.
Yeah, she needs to learn how to relax her throat, and she definitely suffers from future pudgy girl syndrome.
Guys, I threw her link into chat if you'd like to follow her OnlyFans. You don't be mean to her. Don't be mean to her. But Evil One, I'll take a look at your article. Hang on. Man, they get obsessive about this. Relax. I saw. Sometimes I ignore things.
That article was fucked up.
Which one is it?
About the spine bag.
How long ago was it sent?
Like 10 minutes.
I don't have anything from 10 minutes ago.
Look under. It's not under your notifications because he tagged you.
Oh, he didn't send it to the hashtag?
No, he tagged you.
Bag made with. Oh no, I saw this. This was a while ago, wasn't it?
I'm not sure. It's the first I heard of it. It's pretty messed up looking.
No, this was going. Yeah, March 24th. Bag made with ethically sourced human child spine. We don't talk about dead children on the show, dude. I don't know how they ethically sourced it, but yeah. Anyhow, the child spine purse is not cool. I don't care if they found it. No. She doesn't have those big brown power lips. I don't want to be mean to the chick. I don't find her personally attractive. I just found her story to be absolute bullshit. And you know what, Jack? I feel exonerated in that.
Yeah, she had deserved to be fired for doing that at work without permission and wearing the company stuff when she was doing that. That's just a bad move all around. You don't mix work with other work, that sort of thing. It's a terrible idea.
Everyone says that's why I didn't send it to the hashtag. Well, then why are you getting my attention during this if you know that's what we don't do? How dare you, sir? You said that like 4 times in chat.
Well, you want to make sure you got it.
How dare you?
Those are your rules, not everybody else's.
Shh, just let it happen, right?
I mean, shit, Frosted Glass perpetually lives in a corner because he doesn't understand how the rules work.
Oh, he missed one today, man. His story he sent today is like, I guess, I don't care. If you guys did not see tonight's Lords of the Night, you have to watch. About halfway through, it was right about 10 o'clock, Trunkle joined. And I'm going to tell you all a secret. Is Scribe here? Scribe, are you here? He usually doesn't get up for another hour or so. I like bringing Drunkle on just to annoy Scribe. It makes me laugh.
No. Hold on. I am so shocked.
But then it got better, Jack. Sinatra joins us too. And it was the kind of mess you would imagine with all of us together.
Are you trying to kill Scribe?
No, I didn't invite Gasly because that would have done it. But I would love to see it. I honestly do. I want to cross the streams completely, all 6 of us at once. I think it would be a lot of fun. Eagle says, I missed it, damn it. Oh, it was great. It was great. Drunkle is amazing because when Drunkle comes on the show, believe it or not, guys, he tries to control himself. And if you pay attention, you can hear it. He tries to control himself, but he can't help it. And it's fucking wonderful. I love it. There's no stop on him, and it's fucking amazing. And if you guys don't watch the AAA meeting, watch it from time to time at least, because him and Gasly, I love Sinatra, don't get me wrong, but I don't watch that show for him. Because those other two, they are constantly on the accelerator. They have no stop. And it's fucking beautiful to see. And Sinatra, he jumps in there and he gets it, but those two together, it's amazing. And I want to put Scribe in that scenario. I want to put him in there and see how I want to stress test Scribe.
I want to find the 3 Stooges and put Bud Abbott in the middle of them.
Yes. And I want to be part of it. Anyway, Gasly and Drunkle go 100% of the time. It's fucking amazing. It's awesome. I love watching it.
I threw in the link to that Lords of the Night. So
I appreciate that.
Oh,
yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, and somebody mentioned that it was Evil One. Satsu and Scribe both pretty much stopped talking. So for like the last half of the show, it's me and Drunkle, and me, Drunkle, and Sinatra. And then Satsu did start talking at the end again, which was great. Because I think if all of us were talking, it would be just this wonderful free-for-all of garbled nonsense. And I think that would be fucking amazing. When Drunkle's on, Scribe is like me the first time I ever streamed. Yes. I do feel bad for him, but it's funny. Drunkle shows up about 102 into the show. That's an hour and 2 minutes, guys, not a minute and 2 into the show. But ladies and gentlemen, speaking of into the show, it's 2 hours into this show, and I'm going to wrap this one up because I need to. I don't know if you heard earlier, my voice was cracking a bit, and it's still not recovered from whatever the fuck happened last week. I don't want to strain it more. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. You guys are awesome. I love you. I'll say that again. I love you. Ladies, go change your panties. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for the donations. You guys are awesome, and I do love you. Jack, anything you'd like to shill this evening?
Yeah, I'll throw a link to a video in there, and thanks for the donations. You guys are awesome.
Tonight, we will be on Satsu 2 Senses channel at 9 p.m. Eastern time for Lords of the Night. I think we're planning a game stream. I can't remember. You'll have to... No, we're going Friday, so no game stream on 2 Cents Plus. I keep saying I'm going to do one on mine, and things keep coming up, so I will try to do one on my channel, but keep an eye on my Twitter just in case. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Jack, a pleasure as always, everybody. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Bye.